Good morning, students. Welcome to our online class. This is your second period, and the subject is political science. Students, in the previous class, we have started a new chapter from the book Politics in India Since Independence. That is part B, book 2. Politics in India Since Independence. So from that book I have started the second chapter, that is planned development. Generally, according to the new revised syllabus, he has given two topics. One is that is National Development Council and second is Niti Aayog. So whereas in the syllabus which is provided by CBSE, he said the following two topics are being deleted. That is changing nature of India's economic development, planning commission and 5-year plans. So I think by removing these two topics, the remaining chapter we will complete. By removing these two chapters which are deleted, the remaining chapter we will complete, including the National Development Council, which is not given in the book, plus the Niti Aayog, another additional topic. So these two additional topics will be added in the chapter Planned Economic Development. So students, in the previous chapter, in a brief manner, in a brief method, I have explained about you what is Niti Aayog, who is the chairman, when it was established, all these things. So today once again I'll explain about the National Development Council and Niti Aayog completely. So I suggest both my students to listen this lecture carefully and attentively so that you will not miss any important objective questions or any concept. So first of all we'll go to the history part of this National Development Council. What is the history of National Development Council? So National Development Council means, in short form we can call it as what? NDC. NDC, that is National Development Council. Its chairman was generally the Prime Minister. Whosoever will be the Prime Minister at that time, then he will be acting as the chairman of this National Development Council. So the NDC is presided over by the Prime Minister of India. The first meeting of this National Development Council or this NDC was presided by, the chairman of this NDC was the first person was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. And the first meeting was held in the month of November, 8th and 9th November 1952. The first meeting was chaired by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. So he chaired the meeting and the first meeting was held in November 8th and 9th 1952. So far around, in the last period also I told you, so far around more than 57 meetings had been held. Okay, the 57th meeting was held in the 2012, but today it is 2020. So some more meetings are being held. That's why I tell more than 57 meetings were held. This National Development Council meetings were held. Okay, the 57th meeting was held on December 27th, 2012. The 57th meeting of National Development Council was held in the month of December, that is 27th December 2012. And it was held at Vidhan Bhavan, Mumbai. So like this, now second one we will move to that another important thing, that is history you have studied. Now we'll go that the National Development Council which is called in Hindi as Rashtriya Vikas Parishad. National Development Council. In Hindi, we can call it as what? Rashtriya Vikas Parishad. Okay. It is the apex body for decision creating and deliberating on development matters in India. This National Development Council, or I can say Rashtriya Vikas Parishad in Hindi, is an apex body, top body, apex body, toppest body for decision creating and deliberations on development matters in India. So in India, for any development matter to take any decision, the decision will be taken by this apex body, National Development Council. So all the decisions, deliberations regarding the development matters of India are taken by this National Development Council. This council was presided over by Prime Minister. Already told you, whosoever will be the Prime Minister, he will preside the meeting. He has to be invited, he has to chair it. Okay. This National Development was set up when it was formed. When this NDC was formed, this National Development Council or Rashtriya Vikas Parishad was set up, was organized on 6th August 1952. On 6th August 1952, it was formed. It was organized and formed. Okay. Why? To strengthen and mobilize the effort. To strengthen and mobilize the effort and resources of the nation. The main purpose for the formation of this NDC is to strengthen and to mobilize. To strengthen and to mobilize. Here, mobilize means movement. Mobilize the effort and resources of the nation in support of the 5-year plans made by Planning Commission. There was one Planning Commission, and the purpose of the Planning Commission is what? To check whether the 5-year plans are being implemented properly or not, or formation of 5-year plans, or implementation of 5-year plans, objectives of 5-year plans, everything. So, here NDC also is helping the 5-year plans in implementation, which are these 5-year plans which are prepared by Planning Commission. So I repeat once again, it was set up in 6th August 1952 to strengthen and mobilize the effort and the resources of the nation in support of the 5-year plans made by the Planning Commission. 5-year plans are made by Planning Commission. Here one thing I want to tell you, Planning Commission of India or Planning Commission in India was set up on March 1950. In the month of March 1950, the Planning Commission was established, formed. And the first 5-year plan, was enacted on April 1st, 1951 or April month 1951. So far, we have completed 12 5-year plans. How many? 12 5-year plans. And we have completed 5 annual plans. How many annual plans? 5 annual plans. Here 5-year plans means what? A plan of 5 years. 5-year plans means a plan of 5 years. Annual plans means what? Yearly plans. Annual plans are called yearly plans. Now why these annual plans were initiated? These annual plans were initiated when the country faced some crisis due to Indo-China war, due to Indo-Pakistan war. Then our resources are being utilized in these wars. So we have no money to carry forward the 5-year plans in India. At the same time, we don't want to discontinue these 5-year plans. So in order to maintain the continuity, since it's a planning, and planning cannot be stopped. If it is stopped, it is not considered as planning. So in order to maintain the continuity, so in the place of 5-year plans, we started annual plans. Okay, now Planning Commission was also formed to promote common economic policies in all vital spheres. Why Planning Commission was set up in March 1950? That is the question. Planning Commission was set up in March 1950 in order to promote common economic policies in all vital spheres, in all important spheres. Okay, and to ensure the balanced and rapid development of all parts of the country. To achieve balanced and rapid, balanced and speedy development in all fields, in all parts of the country. Now, this National Development Council, again coming back to the NDC, this National Development Council or NDC, it comprises, it consists. Here, comprises means what? It consists. It consists of, as I told you, the Prime Minister, who is the chairman. At the same time, the Union Cabinet Ministers. Central Cabinet Ministers. The Central Cabinet Ministers are also the part and parcel of the members of this NDC. Along with the Prime Minister, Union Cabinet Ministers, plus the Chief Ministers of all 28 states. The Chief Ministers of all 28 states also the part and parcel of this NDC. At the same time, if Chief Ministers or their substitutes, in the absence of CM, some other person will attend. Substitutes, okay. And the representative of Union Territories, UT. Generally, Union Territories are, at present 8 are there. At present 8 UTs are there. And Union Territories are directly under the control of central government. They are directly under the control of central government. All Union Territories are administered by the central government directly. At the same time, each Union Territory is also having one Lieutenant Governor. Lieutenant Governors. Okay. So these Lieutenant Governors are similar to the Chief Ministers of the states. Okay. So the representatives of Union Territories, all Lieutenant Governors of the 8 Union Territories at present. Okay. And the members of Niti Aayog. Okay, earlier this Niti Aayog is called what? Planning Commission. The members of Niti Aayog today, earlier they are the members of Planning Commission. Okay, so here those members also the part of this NDC. So I repeat once again: Prime Minister, the Union Cabinet Ministers, all the respective state Chief Ministers. If not their substitutes. Similarly, the representatives of all the Union Territories, Lieutenant Governors, plus all the members of Niti Aayog, that means what? Previously Planning Commission members. All together that body is called what? National Development Council. National Development Council. Now, this National Development Council came, now the Niti Aayog one word is there. It came in the place of what? Planning Commission, that you know. Now, National Development Council has been proposed to be abolished. National Development Council has been proposed. Who proposed this one? The Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP party, under the leadership of Sri Narendra Modi ji. They proposed to abolish this Planning Commission or National Planning Commission or NDC. But till date, no resolution has been passed to abolish it. They decided to abolish this NDC, okay, or Planning Commission. Okay, but till date, no resolution has been passed to abolish it. Since the inception of Niti Aayog, inception is what? Formation, beginning. Here, inception, INCEPTION, inception means what? Beginning. Since the inception of Niti Aayog Governing Council, in bracket it is given, which has almost the same composition as role of what? NDC. NDC and Niti Aayog nearly same composition. Okay. The NDC had no work. When the Niti Aayog was formed, when the Niti Aayog was created, when Niti Aayog was incepted, Then what happened? The NDC have no role, they have no work. Since Niti Aayog was formed separately by the BJP government in 2014, then what happened? The work of NDC has been reduced. I mean, when the work is reduced, nobody is approaching, ultimately the importance will be reduced. So, the Niti Aayog governing body was formed, then what happened? Here, the NDC has no work assigned. So, no work was assigned to NDC to it, nor did it have any meetings, and no meeting. When there is no work, there is no meetings. No meeting was held. Okay, during the tenure means what period? TENURE. Tenure means what period? Of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. When Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the Prime Minister of India, and the Manmohan Singh, he is also presided as the Prime Minister post twice. Okay, it was felt that planning commission has outlived. I mean, it became lifeless. I mean, without work, it became lifeless. During BJP government, when Atal Bihari Vajpayee was there, and even during Manmohan Singh when he was Prime Minister, it was felt that the planning commission or that NDC became what? Outlived means what? Lifeless. And needs some reform. And it needs some reform. That's why in the place of reform they appointed what? Niti Aayog. When this BJP government came in 2014. In 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji announced planning commission abolition. In 2014, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, he announced officially the abolition of what? Planning commission. And in that place he created what? Niti Aayog. In that place he created what? Niti Aayog through an executive resolution. Through an executive resolution in the parliament. It is neither a another one. He constituted that plan. He abolished the planning commission. In that place, he constituted Niti Aayog through one executive. Resolution. This Niti Aayog is neither a constitutional nor a statutory body. It is neither a constitutional body nor a statutory body. You should remember this one. Okay. Now moving to what are the objectives? What are the objectives of this Niti Aayog? NDC. Because we are studying NDC actually. So what are the objectives of NDC? National Development Council. When it was formed in 1952. So it has set up with the following objectives. This National Development Council had been set up on 6th of 1952 with some following objectives. What are they? Listen carefully. Each and everything I'll repeat. To secure cooperation of the states in the execution of the plan. Which plans? 5-year plans. Year plans is what? 5-year plans. To secure cooperation, to get cooperation of all the states in the execution, in the implementation of the 5-year plans. In order to get secure cooperation, in order to seek cooperation, in order to get cooperation from all the states in executing the 5-year plans, this was found. First objective. Second one, to strengthen and mobilize the effort and resource of the nation in support of the plan. That already we discussed. The main aim. To strengthen and mobilize the effort and resource of the nation. The effort and resources of the nation in support of the plan. Third objective. To promote common economic policies in all vital spheres. I repeat, to promote common economic policies in all vital spheres, in all important spheres. Next one, fourth one. To ensure the balanced and rapid development of all parts of the country. I repeat, to ensure the balanced and rapid development. To achieve balanced and rapid development. To ensure the balanced and rapid development of all parts of the country. Next one, fifth objective. To provide social amenities. Here amenities means what? Facilities. So to provide social amenities like education, medical care, social security or social services, etc. So I repeat, to provide social amenities, facilities like education, medical care and social services, etc. to the citizen of the country is another objective of this NDC. Now sixth objective, to improve in living standard of the people, to improve the standard of living of the people in the country, to improve standard of living of the people in the country, to improve the standard of living of the people in the country is sixth one. Now seventh objective, to increase in per capita income. Here per capita income is what? Income of an individual in a country during a year. Income of an individual in a country during a year is called per capita income. So to increase the per capita income also one of the objective of National Development Council. How we can calculate per capita income? One formula is there, that is national income divided by its population. National income divided by its population, then we'll get per capita income. Next one. So these are the objectives. Now I am telling the functions of, what are the functions of National Development Council. Let us move to what are the functions of National Development Council. Number one, to prescribe guidelines. I am telling the functions. The following are the functions of NDC, or the following are the functions of National Development Council. First one, to prescribe guidelines for the formulation of the national plan. Country level plan. National plan, country level plan. Country level, national plan, country level plan. So to prescribe guidelines, the main aim of NDC, the main function of NDC is what? To prescribe the guidelines for the formulation of the national plan, including the assessment of resources for the plan. Including the assessment of resources for the plan. Second function, to consider the national plan as formulated by the Niti Aayog. To consider, to accept, to consider the national plan. To consider the national plan as formulated by the Niti Aayog. To consider the national plan as formulated by the Niti Aayog. Next one, to make an assessment. To make an assessment of the resources that are required. I repeat, to make an assessment of the resources required for implementing the plan. I repeat once again, a very, very big function. To make an assessment. To make an assessment of the resources that are required for the implementing the plan, and to suggest measures for augmenting them. Augmenting means what? Allotting. Not argumenting. Not argumenting. Augmenting. 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 Augmenting means allotting. Next one. Fourth function. To consider important questions. To consider important questions of social and economic policy affecting national development. I repeat, to consider important questions. The NDC will consider some of the important questions of social and economic policy that are affecting the national development. The last function is to review the working of the plan, to review the working of the plan from time to time, to review the working of the plan, 5-year plans, time to time, and to recommend such measures as they are necessary for achieving the aims and targets that are set out in the national plans. So these are the, students, these are what the functions of what NDC. Now moving to another important topic, also Niti Aayog. What is Niti Aayog? So let us study about the Niti Aayog. Okay. Now listen. After independence, after 1947, a planning commission based on socialist model after independence, a planning commission was created based on socialist model. What is socialist model? In which all people are treated equal. A society where all people are treated equally, where there is no discrimination, where there is no gap between rich and poor people, where there is no gap between haves and have-nots, all are treated equal. So after independence, a planning commission based on socialist model was formed by the Planned Development of India. By the Planned Development of India I have created. Who created Planning Commission? Planned Development of India. But in the era of globalization, because this is the period of globalization, but in the era of globalization, especially in the 21st century, we are today living in the age of globalization, the era of globalization. So, but in the era of globalization, especially in the 20th century, it was becoming ineffective. Today this planning commission is becoming ineffective. I told you, lifeless. Okay. And not only become ineffective, also become irrelevant. Irrelevant. This planning commission in 21st century has become ineffective and irrelevant because of the globalization. Particularly in terms of coping. Why it become irrelevant and lifeless? In terms of coping, in terms of not coping, coping, C-O-P-I-N-G, coping with the pressing challenges of development. I mean, this planning commission is unable to cope up with the present pressures of challenges, I mean problems of development. Hence, during his Independence Day speech, during his Independence Day speech, I mean 15th August, okay, on 15th August 2014, I mean during the Independence Day speech on 15th August 2014, our Prime Minister, the present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, talked about the abolition of Planning Commission. See, on the historic day, on 15th August 2014, in his speech, there and then itself, he declared the announcement of this Planning Commission. Niti Aayog was constituted in the place of Planning Commission. So he announced that he declared the abolition of Planning Commission. In the same place, he announced the creation of Niti Aayog. So the creation of Niti Aayog in the place of Planning Commission on 1st January 2015 he created. So in the place of this Planning Commission, Niti Aayog was formed, and Niti Aayog was formed on 1st January 2015 with the objective of providing the necessary. What is the objective? With the objective of providing necessary and technical advice. With the objective of providing necessary and technical advice to the union government. What Niti Aayog will do? Niti Aayog will provide the necessary information, necessary technical advice, okay, to the union government regarding policy making. I mean, Niti Aayog will direct, Niti Aayog will suggest regarding the policy making at the center and the state levels. Both central level and state level. Okay, next one. The Prime Minister of India is the ex officio chairman. Who is the Prime Minister of this Niti Aayog? Who is the ex officio chairman of this Niti Aayog? I mean, Prime Minister only, just like NDC. Just like NDC, National Development Council, here also the Prime Minister of India will be the ex officio chairman. Here, ex officio means what? A person who can preside the meeting, a person who can seated in the place of chairman, but he have no right to vote. Ex officio, a person who is a member of the meeting but have no right to vote, is called ex officio chairman. So the Prime Minister of India will be the ex officio chairman of this Niti Aayog, and he appoints the Prime Minister, he appoints the vice chairperson. So vice chairperson Niti Aayog, earlier nobody was there. Now he appointed one vice chairman. Vice chairman, what he will do? In the absence of chairman, he will take the responsibility. The vice chairman will take the responsibility in the absence of chairman. The first vice chairman, let us know, the first vice chairman of Niti Aayog was Arvind what? Panagaria. Arvind Panagaria. Panagaria. Arvind Panagaria. Okay. Dr. Rajiv Kumar is the current vice chairman. I repeat, the first vice chairman of Niti Aayog was what? Dr. Arvind. I can say, yes, Arvind Panagria. Arvind Panagria. Arvind Panagria is the first vice chairman of this Niti Aayog. But today, at present, Dr. Rajiv Kumar is the current vice chairperson of Niti Aayog. Remember. Next one. To harmonize the interests of national security. To harmonize the interest of national security and economic policy. To harmonize the interest of national security and economic policy, and to prepare strategic and long-term framework. Of policy and program. Niti Aayog acts as a think tank of the union government. It is acting as a think tank of the union government. What? Niti Aayog. DAS is acting as a think tank for union government, Niti Aayog. By adopting a bottom-up approach, the Niti Aayog acts in the spirit of cooperating federalism. I repeat, what? By adopting a bottom-up approach, the Niti Aayog acts in the spirit of cooperative federalism. You know, India is a federal country, cooperative federalism, as it ensures equal participation of all states in the country. So this is about Niti Aayog and NDC. Hope students you have understood both the topics well. And now here I am ending this topic. In the next period I will continue some other topics from the same chapter, planned development. Okay students, and in the coming Sunday, morning, you have your political science assessment test, and the syllabus already posted in the e-learning group. That is chapter 1 from the book Politics in India since Independence. That is Challenge of Nation Building. I suggest both my students to read the chapter thoroughly, line to line and word to word. You read the chapter, you can attempt all the objective questions. Okay, fine students. Thank you. Take care.